hundreds of more Palestinians murdered by Israeli forces since the pre-dawn massacre on Tuesday, including over 200 children. Yet, we channel our rage and our grief into principled, effective BDS pressure on states, corporations, and institutions to end their respective complicity in Israel's genocide in the Gaza ghetto, and to ultimately help dismantle Israel's 77-year-old regime of settler colonialism and apartheid. Yesterday, we launched the annual Israeli Apartheid Week in its 20th edition to mobilize further solidarity and build further people power. Israel could not have continued its crimes against Palestinians without the full partnership of the US, Germany, UK, and the EU. Arming, enabling, and shielding Israel from accountability as it continues for 17 months the world's first live-stream genocide have not only led to the destruction of Gaza with its 4,000-year-old history of civilization, and to the slaughter and maiming of over 150,000 Palestinians, almost half of whom are children. This complicity has simultaneously undermined the foundations of international law like never before. Some may say, but we have plenty of problems right here at home: austerity, cost of living crisis, climate crisis, corruption, neoliberal pillage of public funds, etc. But far from being mutually exclusive with the struggle for economic, social, gender, climate, racial justice, solidarity with the Palestinian struggle for liberation is intersectionally intertwined with those justice struggles. Palestinians are asking for solidarity, not charity. But before both, we are demanding an end to complicity in Israel's depraved destruction of Palestinian lives. Ending the complicity of the Irish government, of Irish corporations, and Irish institutions in grave crimes perpetrated against us. Ending this complicity is not heroic, it's not charitable, it's a fulfillment of the most profound ethical obligation to do no harm. In what world is it ethical or legal for the Irish government to cynically use its recognition of some state of Palestine to whitewash its continued complicity in the transit of US weapons to Israel, enabling it to destroy the lives of the indigenous people of Palestine? In what world is it ethical or legal for the Central Bank of Ireland to continue financing and profiting from Israel's genocide through the sale of Israel bonds in the EU? In what world is it legal or ethical for your government to rhetorically express concern, alarm, sometimes shock at Israel's mass murder of Palestinians while failing to uphold its obligations triggered by the rulings of the International Court of Justice last year? How can it justify refusing to impose a comprehensive military embargo and taking the most basic measures of compliance with the ICJ rulings by banning companies operating illegally in the occupied territories and divesting from such complicit companies? Why did your government adopt the anti-Palestinian racist IHRA definition except to prepare for repressing the advocacy of Palestinian rights? But some might say, we have genocide fatigue and we see no hope. Giving up hope is so un-Irish. The heroic, centuries-long Irish liberation struggle against British colonialism proves that beyond doubt. As British Pakistani writer Nadeem Aslam says, quote, "Despair has to be earned. I personally have not done all I can to change things. I haven't yet earned the right to despair," end of quote. For a century, the Palestinian people has been resisting oppression, massacres, ethnic cleansing, starvation, mass incarceration, destruction of homes and farms, apartheid, and now genocide. We, like you, have never given up. We insist on our full menu of rights. We strive to thrive in our homeland, in freedom, justice, equality, unmitigated dignity. Do not fall into complacency. Do not give up hope. You have not earned it yet. We're counting on you. Free Palestine.